Hey guys, in today's lesson video, I'm going to continue to talk about how to create that effortless golf swing that we want. In today's lesson video, we're going to focus on the downswing sequence. So the first thing we're going to do is, before we talk about the sequence, I'm going to hit a 7-iron around a average distance for male amateur golfers, which is around like 150 yards. So let me show you how soft and how effortless you can swing the golf club to hit the golf ball 150 yards. So hopefully this goes somewhere around 150 yards. Maybe I hit it a little too soft, but let's see how far this ball goes. Around 162 yards. And the reason why I'm getting the distance that I want with this smooth, effortless golf swing is because I'm having the correct downswing sequence. So coming down in the downswing, we should never feel like we actually open up our upper body. I talked about this in one of my previous videos, but if I just recap that topic just for a quick second, it's very hard to not open up your upper body and wrap that thought around your head, because every tour professional at impact has a wide open position like this. So every amateur golfer tries to recreate that position, but what happens is that they open up their upper body from the start and everything comes steep and over the top and everything's out of sequence. So what we want to get at is that if we focus on our lower body and our arms, our body in general, our upper body will open up naturally and just the correct amount. So what I'll recommend is that when we go to the top of our backswing, just very quickly, if I just feel like my lower body rotates back to my setup position, my upper body is going to rotate a little bit. And from this position, if I feel like I'm just throwing my arms, my upper body is also going to rotate the correct amount. And the reason for that being is that our body, everything's connected together. So even if I don't feel like I'm physically opening up my lower body, upper body, excuse me, we're still gonna get into that really good open position. So in the downswing, I kind of gave away the secret, but you have to hit the golf ball with your lower body and your arms. Just like when we're throwing a Frisbee, we'll never throw a Frisbee with our upper body leading the race. Our lower body will kind of recenter back to around where it started, then our arms will sling towards the target. Just like that feel, from the top of our backswing, our lower body has to go back to around our setup position. Then from here, we have to swing our arms towards the target. So the correct sequence coming down, if we have the correct sequence, it's gonna look in a very effortless motion. And what's going to happen is that wasted motion looks fast on camera. So I get a lot of comments that says that there's no way the golf ball went that far, your golf swing is too smooth, it's too slow, whatever. And from this position, what's going to happen is that if I have a motion where it looks very, very fast, there's a lot of wasted motion in this. I probably came steep over the top, and even this one, the golf ball went 135 yards. It probably looked a lot faster than the one I swung 162 yards and 200 yards. But what's gonna happen is that if I have a lot of wasted motion, so for example, if I cast the golf club from the top, if I open up my body from the start, it's gonna feel very powerful on camera, but the really hard part is that even for myself, that golf swing that just went around 135 yards feels a lot more powerful than the golf shots I hit before. And I think that's the scary part, and that's the part where amateur golfers really tend to not improve as quickly, because this one feels powerful, so I'm gonna go with this one. But what's gonna happen is that it's a bunch of wasted motions. So if I show you another golf swing, just a very smooth, effortless golf swing, it's looks less powerful, feels less powerful, but with the correct sequence, which should be body, lower body, and then arms, with that effortless golf swing with the correct sequence, we don't have any wasted motion. So what I'll recommend is that if we make that smooth golf swing, there's no wasted motion. So let's see how far this one goes. Just very effortless. 183 yards. So what's going to happen is that 183 yards, that's somewhere where I hit a stock 7-iron out on the golf course. So what we have to realize is that wasted motion looks and feels fast. So that's the scary part. And when we have the correct motion with that effortless release, it's gonna feel like we don't give much effort at all, but that's the golf swing that we want. Just like when we're playing fetch and throwing a Frisbee to our dog, we will never try to muscle through and try to send the Frisbee a far distance. Instead, what we wanna do is lower body and then arms. So a really great way to practice it is to just grab the golf club with your lead arm, your lead hand. From this position, make a backswing. We're gonna go lower body, Once my lower body gets around to back to my setup position, then we're going to fire my arms. So just remember, just don't think of it as a golf swing. Think of it as like a dance routine. And we're gonna go lower body, arms. We're gonna go lower body, arms. We're gonna go lower body, arms. So once my lower body kind of recenters back to my setup position, my arms are going to fire. Lower body, arms, lower body, arms. And if you just get that correct sequence down and just get that the sequence of events down, I think we're gonna be in a really, really good spot. So from the face on golf swing, let's go lower body, arms, and I'll show you what it looks like. We're gonna go lower body, arms. And with this effortless smooth golf swing, we're gonna get that forward shafting that we want as long as we add that supinated release. And we're gonna hit the golf ball straight and far, and we're gonna have a great time of hitting the golf ball without feeling like around the 14th hole, we lose a lot of effort and we kind of gas out, because that was what happens with a lot of amateur golfers. Around like the 14th hole, if they try to muscle through every shot before then, they're gonna run out of energy, and the last 4 holes, they're gonna make a lot of bad golf shots. So for amateur golfers, really remember the correct sequence in the downswing, which should be lower body and then arms, and I think we'll be in a good spot. So don't try to overpower anything with your upper body. We should literally not feel like our upper body opens up coming down. But if we have our lower body and our arms working in the correct direction towards the target with the correct sequence, then our upper body can only open up because everything's connected together. So don't physically open it up, but it's gonna open up anyways. So just focus on the correct sequence. And if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks, guys. Another quick tip I have before I end this video is that when we go to the top of our backswing, we want to get the golf club to come down into the slot from the side view. But if we want to come down into the slot, our lower body has to lead the race, and we never want to feel like we're pulling the golf club with just our arms. Because yes, we want lag and that forward shaft lean, but pulling the golf club with your arms only causes other issues. And from this position, we can't hit the golf ball hard, or we can't create speed from this position. So what I'll recommend is that learn to pull the golf club with your lead pelvis and like your lead lats in this position right here. So with your lead lat and your lead pelvis, your lead side is going to rotate, my lower body is going to rotate back to my setup position, and we're going to pull the golf club, not with my arms, but we're going to pull the golf club with my lower body and my lead lat in this position right here. And that's how we're going to get the golf club to come down right into the slot. So once we put a golf club right into the slot from the face on golf swing, we're going to have a lot of these angles left. And from this position, now we have to release the golf club with our arms and feel like we're throwing the golf club towards the target. And that's how we're going to create a lot of energy right into the back of the golf ball. We have to create that lag, which is not this motion right here, but it's actually my lower body working back to my setup position and my lead lat and my lead pelvis pulling this golf club into the slot. Then from this position, release all these angles towards the golf ball, and I think we'll be in a really good spot. So remember, the last quick tip that I have for you is that when we try to lag the golf club, we have to pull the golf club with our body and not with just our arms. I think we'll be heading in the right direction. So if you guys like that last tip, also like the lesson video, and hopefully we could talk more about these concepts in the next lessons to come. Thanks, guys.